All right. It's the end of the week, April 21st. So I'm just going to do a quick recap on today and just some of the things that maybe I'll just talk about some of the things that I um, not so much learned. Um, I'll talk about general things anyway. So obviously today we had a trading range um, today, and so I'm just distracted. We had a trading range today. Um, and how did I approach this day? Essentially, I went long at the open just very prematurely, and I think what had happened was um, I was trading what I wanted to happen as opposed to what was happening. If that makes sense. So if you think of it this way, we had I'm not really sure what's happening here because oh yeah, I didn't really trade yesterday except from this part because I had some other stuff to do. Anyway, so we have this bear channel we've been in, um, and as you can see, the bulls are buying new lows, and yeah, it's funny because when I took this trade, I was initially targeting the moving average. I scalped it because I had to leave to go do some stuff. I had a family appointment when this bar. Um, yeah, I don't think I traded any other. Yeah, I didn't, and I didn't trade the previous day. But anyway, you can see that we've been in a bear channel, and the reason why you pretty much can tell like what the market's doing without even looking at the channel. If I take the lines off, you can see that the market. Just take this off too. The market is in a channel only just based on the fact that we've climbed up and now we're coming down. So essentially, we come down strongly sideways. This actually took out this high, so that's quite interesting. So we have a trading range here. We broke down here, come down, broke down here. So the bulls are buying each low, and each time they're buying them, they're getting very strong, aggressive moves. So what do you think is going to happen here? We have a new low from here. Of course, they bought it. So I kind of was anticipating that we will aggressively buy even more, just purely based on the fact that we've been aggressive up here. Um, but I think so much more is happening that I obviously took for granted. So, for instance, now if I pull up the daily chart here, um, I'm hoping this channel is pretty accurate. And what I mean by accurate, I'm hoping traders are using it. We have two, three, four, quite a few points that's kind of validating it. So the computers are aware of this channel. Um, and we've had a wedge, one, two, three. So we're going sideways back to this moving average, the yellow line. Um, and so, but as we're getting down there, as you can see, we're having buying pressure, and some days are closing with bull bars. Um, so there is a chance that we probably might go even higher. We're not getting we're not getting this sort of price action like big bear days for us to break down. Like we're not doing that. Last time we were in a trading range like this, actually it wasn't trading, it was a channel. We had lots of big bear bars, but instead we're getting lots of dojis. So, and this is obviously on this time frame. If we use the real regular trading hours, I don't really need this. I'm not really using that. We've broken the channel. Probably go up because it looks like a minor reversal. So if you think of it this way, we have a trend line, and we finally broke the trend line. And the first break is quite a tight channel. First break is always minor, so we should try and test this high. Probably even go higher. But you've seen a lot, even though we're going sideways here, you're seeing a lot of buying pressure. Like we're having a lot of bull days here. We're not getting like consecutive bear bars forming. We're not selling off. Um, and so therefore, anyway, coming into today, um, I was quite bullish. I had the conviction that we had some buyers, even if we went lower, we had buyers below. I also think I went long because, oopsie, I'm just gonna pull this chart out. I went long because I was looking at this chart, and this is the equivalent of this, but the 6,000 tick chart. So this was yesterday's price action. We had this obviously big rally after we bought this low, so I assumed we're gonna get all the way back up here, or at least test this high. Even if we're coming down, we're gonna form something. Obviously, that didn't really happen. So one thing that did I did notice that made me a bit like aware of the fact that maybe this might not work out was the fact that we had formed a wedge, one, two, and three at the open. So you had this first leg, two legs down, a wedge here, second leg. So the two leg pattern was complete. So me going long, I was hoping this would carry on, but it didn't really happen. So I was long here, and started to sell off. And I kept on debating whether I think I added. Let me just look at this again. Yeah, I kept adding, and at some point I thought this is stupid. This is how many points? This is about 10. For what I was trading, I was like, this is too many points. So I got out and then just went short. And then added some more, and then I noticed that we're testing yesterday's low. And I remember saying to myself, add hold, we're probably going to come back up here because this is a big up. If we come back down, we'll test yesterday's low. It's probably going to be a fill break. This is so big that if we come down, it should yield a trading range. But I just didn't want to test it, because I just thought, what if it's one of those days where we just sell off? Even though it was climatic, I just kind of thought, what if? So I got out, took the loss. Um, and then I bought here, and yeah, bought some more, and then got out up here. And I think at that point, and then I was now debating what the hell I was doing here. I kept on buying and getting out. And I was like, what if we break out? What if we break out? And I thought, this whole what if business is a bad way to trade. Kept on buying more here, and then got out, small loss, and I went shorted some more, scaled out, shorted some more, got out, and then bought here, and then got out, and I was done. I did the same on NQ or MNQ if you want to call it. I did some on NQ as well, but mainly NQ. Did some of that too. The same thesis. Bought, and I was like, this is too much. I was losing so much. I was like, this looks like a breakout. It's a double top at the moving average, but I was ignoring it because I was looking at ES and I was like, but we're above the moving average. We should probably get a second leg up of that. Obviously, I was trading what I wanted to see. But then again, looking at NQ, you can see we are clearly forming a wedge. Spike, pullback, one, two, three. So we're going to try and test this level. Higher low double bottom, major trend reversal. I didn't trade this part, but it's obviously stronger. But yeah, so then went short and then went long a bit more, and then got out of my longs. No, bought some more, got out here, and I kind of had this whole confusing thing over here, up there, which is the same as what was happening here. And I think once I noticed that I was doing trading like that, I just decided, you know what, just stop. You're tired, you're exhausted, you've made some good money today, don't worry about it. And that was it. um I think I did some on ES. Yeah, on ES I initially shorted here. I got out for a big loss because it was ES minis. I went long, held this, bought some more, exited, and scaled out here. So did the whole thing. I don't know if I did the same with NQ. Did I do some? Yeah, I did actually. I bought some, bought some, scaled out as we went higher, and yeah. The reason why I got out here is because I was like gap closed. We could probably get a second leg down of this. You never know. So that was the reason why I got out there. Let me see on ES what I was thinking. Yes, the volatility was so low, so I was confident and comfortable holding this. I felt like this was such a strong leg up. We should get another leg up here. Um, I should have just held on to my longs all. Actually, I held on to some, but not all of it. I should have just held on to the whole thing. But because I was trading minis, I kind of thought, let me just take, you know, what I want and scale out. Because there's so many times I've taken a trade. I think I had four minis. Took, yeah, one, two, three, four. Took some off here, and then took the remaining three here. So two here, and then one last one here. There's so many times I have traded a good mini or something like that, and then just held it, and then it will come back to my entries, and I'll be pissed off. Maybe something like this. I'll buy up, buy here, buy here, and it'll come down here, and I'm like, ugh. Meanwhile, my stop is down here, but I don't want to respect the stop because I'm like, this is a double wedge top, maybe double top, probably coming lower, you know. So that really annoyed me. So, and then later on in the day, I just took some scalps because I wanted to round the numbers up. I know it's a stupid way to trade. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, there are times when you see a wedge top and you're thinking, oh, it's a wedge top, should probably come down. But you also know that it's a trading range, right? So this is support, this is resistance. There is a very high chance price wants to get up here. I mean, it's been doing that all this time. It wants to get to the top of the channel. So, or at least go sideways to the channel. So um, you want to bet on the fact that this is not going to reverse. And because it didn't do that, it went the other way, and we had a measured move. And then we had again another wedge here, a second leg, so it's two legs down. So somebody said to me the other day that one of the things that people do love, or some people like from the videos, is just my ideas on how I would trade these days. I was saying to a friend the other earlier today that the easiest way to kind of get a sense of what will most likely happen on the day, and I learned this from Al, is if you notice the bars. I think I've said this a lot of times. If you notice the bars are overlapping sideways, you're going to get a lot of trading range price action throughout the day. You're probably going to get reversal, up and down, up and down. So trade it that way, or the day might just close in the middle. So maybe here, close around there, just to form a doji. Just think about that, especially if you're looking at this chart, which is the regular trading hours. You can see lots of dojis, overlaps. A bull day here, bear day there, bull day, bull day. It's reversed. So expect essentially the price to be in a range. If you're getting this, you're probably going to get trending behavior. Um, yeah. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else to share in my recap today. Um, Oh yeah, another thing. How do you know it's a trading range? You have such a big up and a big down. It is confusing to traders. It's not obviously trending. It's not doing this. Instead, it's going up, then it's coming down, then it's going back up. It doesn't have any idea where it wants to go. So you can see a lot of quick profits going on. Lots of overlaps, quick profits. I was saying to another colleague that one of the best things about these days is you can buy an any bar or sell on any bar because you're going to get lots of overlaps, lots of reversals. This looks like a breakout, but look to the left, you still have this. And when you get here, you're seeing all this. You're thinking it's going to break out of this, but then you get a tail, more bear bars, tail, then a massive bear bar closing on this low. This is a bear surprise 58, and then you look at what happened. So I actually took a sim trade short here. Let me where is it? Doesn't matter. I took a sim trade short here, and I held it till we got here, and I just got out. Again, it's sim, so it's easy to do that because I walked away. I wouldn't do that on my own account normally, not for the size that I was trading. Yeah, so that's my recap. What to expect for next week? God knows. I really don't, because it's in a trading range. It's in breakout mode. I cannot say for the life of me what the market is going to do. It's so not clear. Um, we have had two legs up, almost three pushes down, but two legs down. I'm expecting us to go higher, but look at what we formed, a flag here. So it's like possible, and then this was a failed. This is a failed attempt to reverse. Instead, we've come down, we formed a flag. We might get a second leg down of this. Who knows? So if we do, then maybe we'll come down and test the bottom of this range here. So we have three pushes up. This is sideways here. I don't know. But then again, there is lots of buying pressure. The market has been going sideways for a while. But again, we don't know. All right. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And if anyone has any questions, just send me a message.